Hi guys. In this video, we will learn how to multiply a matrix. So we're going to start out with an application of it. So the number of hours worked in a week and the hourly wages of the company's part-time employees are shown below. So here we have Kay and Dave and the hours worked. So that's the first matrix right there we have. So for week 1, Kay worked 20 hours and Dave worked 12 hours. And here you have the hourly wage for each one. So Kay makes $6 an hour, Dave makes $5 an hour. That's low. Okay, so how much did Kay make during week 1? Well, we know if she worked 20 hours at $6 an hour, we just do 20 times 6. Just that easy. So 20 times 6. So Kay made $120 for the first week. So how much did Dave make in week 1? So Dave worked 12 hours and he makes $5 an hour. So 12 times 5, he made $60. So what is the amount, the total amount paid to these employees in week 1? It means how much did they make together. So 120 plus 60 is 180. So now we need to find the amount paid to each employee during week 2. And then the total amount for week 2. Same thing that we did here for week 1, we're doing for week 2. So Kay, week 2, she worked for 10 hours at $6 an hour. So 6 times 10 is 60. And Dave worked 8 hours at $5 an hour. So 40, because 5 times 8 is 40. 60 plus 40 is $100. All right. So this process we just did is called matrix multiplication. That's different than scalar. Okay, so here you're multiplying two matrices. One matrix by the other matrix, not just a number by the matrix. That's what we did in the other video, the previous video. So, for example, to find the amount that was paid to each employee in week 1, you multiply each entry in row 1. So this is row 1 right there. That's row 1. Times each entry in column 1. This is column 1 right there. This is the only column really. So you're going to multiply row 1 by column 1. Then you add them together to determine the total amount of week 1. So, and that's the process we're going to be doing to multiply this matrix by this matrix. So, okay, off we go. So we already know the total amount for week 1 because we just did that right there. So we have 180 here. And we already did for week 2. It's right there. So it was 100. So now week 3, we have to do the same process. So we do 5 times 6. So 5 times 6 plus 9 times 5. So here we have 30 plus 45. That's 75. Okay, voila, we just multiplied two matrices to get a third matrix right there. So now, can these matrices be multiplied? So this, we're going to write out the dimensions of the first matrix first. So number of rows, right here, we have 2 rows. 2 rows by 1 column. In the second matrix, we have 2 rows by 2 columns. Okay, notice that in order for us to be able to multiply one matrix by the other matrix, these two numbers need to match. So because here I have 1 and here I have 2, they don't match. Therefore, I cannot multiply them. Can these matrices be multiplied? No, because of these numbers. They're not the same. How about number 2? We have 2 rows by 2 columns, and here we have 2 rows by 3 columns. Can we multiply these? Yes, because these numbers match. Okay? Since the inner numbers match, the matrices can be multiplied. The outer numbers tell the size of the matrix, the answer matrix. So that number right there. So what would be the size of the answer matrix? Well, it will be a 2 because that's the inner number. Now the outer number is 3. So the answer matrix will be 2 by 3. What does that look like when I have more columns than just one? We're going to follow the process. So you're going to multiply row 1. I'm going to work it out here. Row 1. So I have in row 1, I have 4 and 2. And we're going to multiply by column 1 right there, -1 and -2. And that looks like this. So 4 times -1 plus 2 times -2. And then we're going to do the same for the next column. So we're multiplying 4 times 3, add 2 times 0. And then do it again for the third column. 4 times 5 plus 2 times -6. So that's going to be, I took over number 4 right there, sorry. So this is our first row. Now we're going to take care of the second row. We're going to follow the same process. So -1 times this -1 right here, plus 3 times -2. We're going to do it again for the second column. -1 times 3, this one times this one, and then 3 times 0. Do it again for the third column. -1 times 5 plus 3 times -6. Notice that for each element, we are multiplying the row by the column. This times this plus this times this. Okay, now we just need to simplify and we're going to be able to come up with our final answer here. 4 times -1 is -1. 2 times -2 is -4. So -1 minus 4, -4 right here. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. So -4 minus 4 is -8. Here I have 12 plus 0 is 12. Here I have 20 minus 12, I get 8. Here I have +1 minus 6, that's -5. -3 plus 0 is -3. -5 minus 18, that's -23. So this is my answer matrix. I multiplied these two matrices. This is my work, and this is my final answer. Now, when you look at number 4, we have a 2 by 3 and a 2 by 2. Notice that these numbers need to match in order for me to be able to multiply these two matrices. So NP, that stands for not possible. I cannot multiply these two matrices. If you already got it, that's fine. Goodbye. I'll see you next time. Now, if you want more examples, we have 3 more. 4 examples. I forgot about number 8. So here I have a 3 by 3. I'm going to write smaller because we're going through the same process. So 7 times 1 is 7. -3 times 0 is 0. 2 times negative 7 is negative 14. That's just for me to be able to find my first element. So my second element, I'm going to multiply the whole row by the whole column, the second column now. So 7 times 0 is 0. Negative 3 times 8. And then 2 times 9. Here's the last element on the first row. 7 times negative 5. Negative 3 times 7. 2 times 6. And after you do a couple of these, you're going to be able to do all of this in your head. So right now, we're a little fresh on this. That's why I'm writing down by steps. Second row by first column. 0 times 1 plus 8 times 0. 1 times negative 7 is negative 7. Second row by second column. 0 times 0. 8 times 8. 1 times 9. Second row by third column. 0 times negative 5. 8 times 7. 1 times 6. Third row by first column. 8 times 1. 6 times 0. Negative 6 times negative 7. Third row by second column. 8 times 0. 6 times 8. Negative 6 times 9. Ooh, the last one. So third row by third column. 8 times negative 5. 6 times 7. Negative 6 times 6. Now we simplify all this. 7 minus 14. Negative 24 plus 18. Ooh, negative 35 minus 21 is negative 56 plus 12, that's negative 44. This one is easy, that's just negative 7. This one, 73. This one, 62. Here I have 50. Here, 48 minus 54 is negative 6. Negative 40 plus 42 is 2. Minus 36, that's negative 34. If you're done with this, goodbye. I'll see you next time. If you want more, stick around. I'll finish this. So number 6, I have a 3 by 2 matrix, 3 rows by 2 columns, and a 2 by 3 matrix, 2 rows by 3 columns. Since these two numbers are the same, I'm able to multiply them. I'm going to pick up the pace here a little bit. So 1 times 4, 0 times 2. 1 times 3, 0 times negative 1. This is negative 2. This is 0. I'm still pointing to what I'm doing. That way you don't get lost. Last one. And negative 4 plus 15. 4 and 0, 3 and 0, -2. -2, 1, -5, and here 14, 3, 11. The more you do, the faster you're going to get. So the first time we did it, it was very slow and tedious. But now we know what we're doing. So we have 2 more. Well, if you got it, goodbye. See you next time. If not, here we are, number 7. So this one I have 2 rows by 3 columns. And this one I have 3 rows by 1 column. So since these are the same, I'm able to multiply them. So 4 times 2 plus 3 times 4, -2 times -1. And then just for the second row, I have 4, -4, -5. All right. 8 and 12 is 20, plus 2 is 22. 4 minus 4 is 0, minus 5 is -5. Easy. Number 8, we have 2 rows by 2 columns. And this one, I only have 1 row and 2 columns. Since these two numbers are different, that's not possible for me to make that happen. So I cannot multiply these matrices. I'll see you next time.